I already know what you're about. Get away from me.
Mm.
You know. So, like I said, by the end of high school, I started to change, grow more, and then when I got out of high school, I actually started to kind of venture out and teach, or so to speak, show people how to be how they need to be. I remember how I was, and I learned quickly. I changed quickly, but I never really realized how fast I was changing. I never really realized I was changing. So um, yeah, I guess when I started, like I said, it have been times in Chicago and in Decatur that I had to just kind of pull a young brother aside and be like, look, you need to talk, brother. I'm here. Or look, stop doing what you're doing. It ain't good. You don't need to be there. You know. And I know my young brother Brandon. He confines in me, but he's going down the path right now. Right now, that's that I remember myself somewhat going down. He feel like everybody looking at him, everybody talking about him. He feel like everyone against him. So the only way he got to turn, is down that path. To just defend himself, to just feel safe. And I've been trying to pull him aside a couple times. I haven't seen him in a minute, but I'm gonna talk to him soon again. And like I said, the reason why I got out of it was simply because I got bored. I got bored of the same old thing.
So how old were you when this was all happening? Like, how long were you in for?
I was in it for about 6 years. I got into it when I was like 8 or 9. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my God, I had a question. Sorry. What was the process like getting out? Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
The process getting out, I had to actually talk to the chief, talk to Chief Angelo, and I had to tell him like I want out because I was basically just a main man for work for selling drugs because I was always book smart. I knew how to get money. I always had a way to make money, and I was just book smart. So I had to talk to him, tell him like I want out, and he pulled my strings a little bit for a while, and then one day I decided to just leave, to get out, stop going on the block, stop talking to people. And one day, I remember my cousin, was it Marcus? Yeah, Marquise or Marcus, guy's name. He walked up on me with a couple guys, and he says, "Oh, I hear you trying to get out." And then I said, "Yeah, what's up?" And then he kind of they kind of jumped me, and then I was knocked out for a minute. And I remember them saying that I still owe money and I better pay or it's gonna be worse next time. And then I remember I had to pay like 800 to my leader, to my general, and I guess he gave it to the chief. Let the chief know I paid, so I got out. And Marcus, he was born into it, so he kind of just got me into it. And after that, I was still with them for a while, so it was kind of awkward after that. They would still try to cheer me on to fight, still try to cheer me on to do little things here and there. And it was kind of awkward, a little bit, because I was just trying to be by myself. I was just trying to close everybody out after that.
And then when you were younger you were in school, I'm assuming, do you have any recollection of any types of like assistance, like gang prevention? Was there like any like
yeah, it was in school actually, but I never went to, I never got into none of that. It was kind of just my own kind of journey in school, but they wasn't really legit. They was just it was kind of just BS, honestly. In school, we was in alternative school. A lot of people in there, a lot of teachers in there was just kind of already was kind of putting us down with everything we was going through. You know, they were doing their job, basically. That's all they were doing, just doing their job. They really didn't. We knew they didn't really care. We knew they didn't really know what we was about, what we were going through, so we didn't really pay much attention or try. And so yeah, I never really paid much attention to them classes. Like I said, it was therapy classes we went to. We had social workers. Me and my younger brother, actually. My younger brother, I think he's in the gang now. I wish I could have prevented him from getting into that life. I'm not sure, because I be seeing him on Facebook, and he was more snappy than me. You know, I was more calm, cool, and collected, and always in my head. He was more snappy and more going off at the mouth when we would get abused by our foster parents, locked in basements, beaten, whatever. He would go off at the mouth. I would just be like, look, I would just took it as it is, and kind of just took my how I felt out in other ways at school, fighting and everything else. So yeah, he was they always said, like, I remember my social workers telling my foster parents that because I heard them arguing about it upstairs. I mean, because we was always in the basement. They locked us in the basement. So I remember hearing them. And my foster mom, she was always more taking care of us for the money. My foster dad was a little bit more kind, but because he was married to her, he would do things that he didn't agree with, and we knew it because he would always whoop us or tell us to do something, and he would always try to kiss up to us later on afterwards because he knew he was wrong or something like that. We felt guilty of it. And I remember them arguing over it, and she said that my social worker was saying that I'm gonna be more trouble than my younger brother because I was always quiet. I was always more what's it called, impulsive kind of person. And they said they was telling her that I'm gonna be more trouble than my little younger brother. And she was snapping off, saying they don't know what they talking about. That my young brother, he always going off the mouth. He just a brat, and this that. And I would hear him, and I'd be like, I used to think, like, kind of look within myself, like who am I? Like, am I worse? Like, and and I guess like I said, I remember making bomb threats at my school. I was just filled with hatred. I hated everybody. I used to draw. I still draw. I drew pictures of people dying. I did all kind of stuff, man. And I remember one time I made a bomb threat. They were trying to get me to. They were trying to actually get me to say I'm sorry or say I didn't make a bomb threat. But I remember the conversation, and I was dead set on making a bomb and bringing it in school, and I was like, and I had the book smart. I knew how to do it, so I was dead set on doing that. And and they was talking to me, and I remember I reverted everything he was saying, and I was just dead set on I'm about to make a bomb. He tried to say, what about the innocent people you gonna kill and this and that? I'm like, we all gonna die someday. So I was like, look, you remember that video that I don't think you've seen it. That it was this video of a guy that that's locked up in jail for life or whatever because he robbed somebody. He got an afro and he robbed somebody, and I think actually it's in one of Brother Ali's or Mick Jenkins music videos. He was saying that he was in front of a lawyer, and the lawyer was talking to him, and he was just like, he was saying, look, F God, F the devil, F both of them, I don't care about nothing. He was basically saying, like, look, he was saying, like, yeah, I shot them MFs, yeah, I did it. And he was like, yeah, me and my homie, we ran up on them, we took what they had, we hopped in the whip, and I killed them. I killed both of their MFs, and then he was like, and then just his attitude was similar to how I used to be, growing up. I was like, I don't care about nobody, I don't care about no life, and then she said, I remember in the video, she said, she asked him, maybe some people think you the devil, and he was like, he said, look in my eyes, maybe, what do you see? And then, and I kind of picture and see a lot of young brothers or a lot of kids, going down that path to where in their head they have the right to think that way. They have the right to feel that way because they feel like, again, everyone is against them. And they just got dealt bad cards. And they had no choice. That's kind of the illusion or the misconception of a lot of people in the streets. A lot of people today, a lot of young brothers today. You ask them why they do the things they do. They feel the need to blame it on someone else, like it's someone else's fault. Like they had no choice. Like someone put a gun to their head and told them to sell drugs, told them to go kill this person, told them nah. That's not that's an illusion though. That's a misconception of that's that so-called slavery mentality that so many people talk about. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that growing up, like I said, what was your question? You said
If there was any like resources, any gang prevention in your school,
yeah,
any.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was, but it was just kind of BS. We really didn't care about it because they really didn't care about us. So
That's good. Yeah, we're done.